everyone, and welcome to
The Movie House.
Today we're going to talk to you about a movie from 1990 called Dances with Wolves, starring Kevin Costner and what's the woman's name?
Mary McConnell?
Mary McDonnell, and Graham Greene, and a few
great.
other folks. What'd you think?
It's interesting. I saw Dances with Wolves when it originally came out, and it was a good movie, but one particular scene really disturbed me, really upset me, and so I've never watched it again. Till now. So I liked it. I'm glad I watched it again, and since I knew the scene was coming up, it wasn't so bad. So I might have to give Saving Private Ryan another shot, but I don't do really good with violence, certain violent acts. But it was a really good movie. We like historical pieces, and this was beautifully made, beautiful cinematography, and a great story. Just a great story, very interesting.
Yes, it was actually, as I read online, it was actually a script first, which Kevin Costner got his hands on, and he recommended to the author that he turn the script actually into a novel, because that would make, for some reason, he thought it would make it more likely to get made into a movie. So the guy wrote it out as a novel, and then it did get picked up and purchased by a studio and became a movie. So it became a script, then became a novel, then became a script again.
And who directed it?
Kevin Costner, yes, directed it. That's right, and starred in it. And it's his first directorial effort, and he did win the Oscar for this movie. I think it actually won Best Picture as well. It is a very good movie. It's a Western, which in the early 90s, Westerns were still kind of a tough sell to the public, and people thought this was going to fail. And it didn't. It did very well at the box office, and it did very well at the Oscars, and it became a major success.
Yes, and I think because it's a good story, that's a lot of it. When you've got a compelling story that just from beginning to end, that makes a big difference. There's no weak spots in this movie.
No, and it's PG-13, which surprises me because there is a lot of violence that takes place, and but it's not overly graphic, but it's got a lot of violence. I mean, this is the Old West, and he shows people being brutal to each other. And what I like about it too is that he shows that people can be kind and people can be cruel from every walk. You've got the Lakota Indians that he comes across that he becomes friendly with, and you've got the scary Indians who are the
Or those the Pawnee.
The Pawnee, right? And the Pawnee are very brutal. And then you've got
to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing
to
too.
other
They're
Indians,
showing
right.
that tribe against tribe, which you don't hear that too much about, but it's true.
Yeah.
Not every Indian tribe got along with one another.
Right. And you don't see a whole lot of white folks in the movie. Mostly it's Kevin Costner, and of course he's the hero, so he's a good guy. And then you see some of the white people you do see at the beginning and at the end are again a mixture of people. There are some good people, and then there are some very brutal people.
Yes,
as well. So it's pretty even-handed, I think, in my opinion, of how it handles the cultures of the day. And but again, the basic draw is the story. It's a fascinating story of this man out west who becomes involved with a area tribe of Indians.
And they're neighbors, right? He calls them, these are my neighbors.
Right.
He's out there by himself,
right.
And he's
and the slow halting process of trying to communicate and trying to establish a rapport from both directions is really cool to watch. And then, of course, as you get deeper in the story, things really flesh out. And again, the characters are interesting. Graham Greene is great.
Oh, he's always great.
The medicine man or holy man. He's
a holy man.
And Costner, I love Kevin Costner. I like pretty much everything he's done. There's been a few missteps here, like The Postman Waterworld, but overall, I really like his work, and I think he's good in both in the role and as the director.
Yes, and I like Mary McDonnell.
Right.
I know her more from Battlestar Galactica
Mm-hmm.
and Major Crimes and The
Right.
Closer, and he had reminded me that she was in the movie, and I really didn't remember her. And I don't know if she won any awards
Yeah,
for
I don't
this
either.
portrayal, but I thought she did a really good job.
Yes.
I don't want to give away, you have to see the movie, but her character is really compelling and
Yes.
just everybody's fleshed out. Again, it's a movie
Right.
where you don't have a lot of even the people who are only in it for a couple of minutes. They are three-dimensional people. It's not just bad guy.
Mhm.
It's not just good guy. I mean, they are, these people and they're different from each other. So I really liked her character. I thought that her story is very interesting as well, and she did a really good job. So
Okay. So there you have it. We both really, really liked it. So if you haven't seen Dance with Wolves, believe it or not, it's hard to believe it's over a 30-year-old movie now,
wow,
but it still holds up.
yeah.
So check it out. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.